Alright, so this is a video I want to make on the concept of spirituality and how that it is practiced and the misconceptions about spirituality and who is spiritual and who is eating the right diet and so forth, and a lot of the bullshit that reprogrammed I should say, people have been spreading on the internet, and a lot of rules and lies, right? So the first thing I want to explain to people is the human aura. So you have a spirit that's currently in the fourth dimension somewhere, 9 times out of 10 in the dream world. That's how you use imagination, right? The cord that connects right here to the solar plexus chakra the energy comes, it hits the solar plexus chakra over in the navel area, and then that cord connects to your spinal cord, aka your kundalini, and it travels all the way over your back to your neck to hit your brain, so your brain can work so that you're in this artificial consciousness, which is this third dimensional body, right? The human aura is the human biofield, which is a heat or electromagnetism radiation that's produced by the human body, right? So it's not the spirit, but it's how the spirit is manifesting itself coming off of this human body, right? In terms of radiation, which is heat produced at a gigahertz level, because humans operate at an infrared level. Visible light and glowing light and colors is at a terahertz level. That's why we don't glow and can't glow like in Dragon Ball Z, which they can, because they power up their human aura in terms of heat. The electrons move faster around them. You know, I got body heat, yeah, all of that, right? That's the aura. Now, I want to talk about diet, right? There's a misconception that people that eat meat and people that eat dense foods, as people say, dense meaning, I guess they mean nutritious, because if you compare lettuce to a sandwich, the sandwich has more protein, more magnesium, potassium, carbs, calories, everything that you need to make nutrients so that you can use spirit energy and move as fast as that and jump as high as whatever and stay in the sky. People like LeBron James and bodybuilders, and people take protein shakes and all that, right? So, and calories has to do with body heat. Is why when you don't eat, you end up cold and shivering. Everybody's like, what's wrong with you, right? So diet. There's a misconception that people that eat meat are not spiritual. Meaning basically that if you starve yourself out, you're a vegan or a breatharian, meaning that you don't eat or you don't drink. Let me explain to y'all something about that way of life. Do human beings really need food? No. Can somebody survive without eating or drinking for days and days and days and months? Yes, because that's mind over matter. Mind over matter is when you replace proteins, amino acids, hydrogen, oxygen molecules that make up H2O, which is water. Everything, every nutrient is made up of what? Like nitrogen, oxygen, and so forth. These little compounds. It's possible to use your spirit energy solely to replace all of that. Your spirit energy can make the proteins that repair DNA, that repair muscle tissue. That's how you got people like that dude, Dr. Amun Raj. He meditates and he eats certain vegan foods, and people don't understand how he got so big. That's how he does it, right? Let me explain to you something about mind over matter, though, in terms of diet. When you're a vegan or a vegetarian, you're saying you're more spiritual. You're not more spiritual, because a lot of y'all are making mistakes. Everybody's going to make a mistake with mind over matter. It's your spirit taking care of your physical body, right? So the state of your spirit and your mind controls your physical body. You can mentally make yourself feel good. You can feel high off weed, opium, or whatever just by using your mind. But check this out. If you are nutritionally, if your spirit is giving your physical body nutritional values through food, you have to do that 24/7, 365 days, right? Unintentionally, because I'm so powerful, I've been using mind over matter my whole life, right? If you are not 24/7, 365 days using your spirit energy in a way that you consciously going, okay, I feel good because I'm spiritually taking care of myself in terms of water and so forth. If you make one mistake, you will become dehydrated. You will become malnourished. Alright, I was going to say, why will you become malnourished? Because let's say you go 13 hours without eating. All you've been doing is meditating, right? Like that Buddha boy, right? All you've been doing is meditating. You haven't ate anything, you haven't drunk anything. You feel amazing. You feel amazing because you were just doing spiritual work. Every single chakra has energy in it. Your whole body has energy through it. DNA is doing fine. You're not malnourished. You're not feeling weak. Nothing. You feel amazing. All it takes is 2 minutes or a minute of you in a lower frequency state where you forget and you are not monitoring and you are not taking care of the matter with your mind. Meaning that your spiritual energy goes down into a frequency, you get angry, you get sad. Do you know what's going to happen just within a minute? Your body's going to realize, hey, wait a minute, now all that spirit energy is out of the way. This bitch ain't eating 13 hours. And you're going to start feeling real hungry. And you're going to start to get gas. I'm going to explain to you why you're going to start to get gas. When all the spirit energy, when you get angry in this moment, this minute, the spirit energy from the crown chakra, the third eye chakra, the throat chakra, the heart chakra, all goes down into the root and sacral chakra area. So what's going to happen with the energy that's connecting from your spirit energy, your spiritual body to your physical body? It's going to manifest right here. This is why when you don't eat for a certain amount of time, when you fast, you get gas. You know when you're fasting and you be like, oh, I'm so hungry, I'm so hungry. And then you get past that plateau and all of a sudden you're like, I don't even want to eat anymore. That's when you get past that part of the fast. That's because your spirit energy fills it up. That's why you get gas, air. Your etheric matter turns into gas. And you have this air inside your body. We think this air comes from when you don't eat. That's the spirit energy. Now, check this out. This is the fucked up part. Now, and this is when people break a fast. And a lot of people break the fast the wrong way. And sometimes you'll get to the point of no return if you mess with mind over matter, which I have 12 times throughout my life. Over 10 times, so many times, right? Just because that's how my body naturally works, I'm so powerful. Now when you try to eat, when you're like, oh, I'm hungry. Why are you hungry all of a sudden? Because you got mad for 1 minute. And mind over matter went out the window. So now you're hungry. So you're like, oh, let me eat some grapes. Let me eat a sandwich, something, right? Or if you're breaking a fast, like I said. When you eat, the food goes down. All this air inside your stomach and digestive system, you know what's going to happen? You're going to throw it back up. Because you already got all this spirit energy inside of you because you was not eating for those whole 13 hours when you was meditating. So then when you eat, and this is when people break fast and they throw up, you eat, it's going to upset your stomach. Your stomach's going to be like, And not only that, the stomach acid nutrients, your body had to use up the liquid from the stomach acid because you're so dehydrated in that 1 minute when your body realized, oh snap, he ain't eating 13, 14 hours. So it goes down there with this teeny bit of stomach acid, so this food is a little bolus that you just ate can't be digested. And you be like, oh. And then you go and you throw up. And every single time you eat now, you throw up. And you throw up. Because you fucked up mind over matter. Now, people saying, oh, you're supposed to do mind over matter. What makes y'all, this is some godlike type shit, mind over matter, to not eat. If y'all are so powerful and so intelligent, right, to where is that you can accomplish mind over matter, what makes you think you can accomplish it if you incarnated on this planet? Spirits incarnate on this planet because they are not spiritually advanced enough to really do their own thing in the spirit world. So they forced to incarnate in this physical experience so they can ascend. And they won't have to incarnate here no more. That's the level y'all at. So what makes you think that you can do mind over matter? All these people talking about that they spirits is strong. Let me tell you something. Y'all don't got warrior spirits. Y'all weak. Y'all malnourished and your bones is weak. Every single time you walk down the stairs, your legs probably be shaking. If somebody was hurting somebody that you loved, you couldn't do nothing about it. A real warrior or somebody, like I said, like LeBron James. I know I keep saying LeBron James. Man, he use his spirit, man. He runs so fast that he bum rush them motherfuckers and knock them down with his physical body, which is his spirit doing that. Oh, he's strong physically but not spiritually? You need to be strong spiritually to pick up a big ass sword like Guts from Berserk and knock everybody away and smite them and to turn and do twirls and all type of shit. That takes spirit. Just because somebody is big and muscular and strong, you think that mean that they don't got strong spirit? No, that has to do with masculinity. That has to do with honing in on every aspect of what can make a being strong, that builds them up in the building blocks of life with what is atoms and molecules and what is shaped like that. We think that black people always have a strong physique even from the time that we is young. When I was 14 years old, my physique was stronger than half y'all grown ass white men. that eating whatever you eat, steak or eating grapes, or breatharians who don't eat anything. I had broad shoulders and still do, a six-pack, pectorals, a shaped torso, big forearms, and all of that. Because when you, and this is why African American usually shape this way, black people, because we have strong spirits. And when that your spirit, the more condensed it is, or the more powerful it is in general, it builds your physical body up. You can't have a strong spirit and be all skinny and lanky shaped like what, Ryan Cropper and his square jawed self. Hell no. It's gonna build your muscles up. You don't need a lot of fat. I was skinny and I still am skinny, but I have a good build to me with a six-pack and so forth. Shit that y'all would never be able to get because you got weak spirits. And not only you got weak spirits, you keep letting your spirit energy out and trying to manifest. Manifestation take nutrients, that take energy. Meditating, when you vibrating, that shit's coming off of you. It's coming off of you. You're emitting it into the environment. You trying to manifest money, that take energy and nutrients. Shit don't just come from nowhere. This ain't no magical fable type of shit. This is the reason why people call it pseudoscience, because y'all think this is magic. Bitch, this ain't Peter Pan and we ain't in Neverland. Where Wendy at? So you get what I'm trying to say. If you condense, or if you have a strong spirit and you work out, you have a strong spirit. There is no, oh, this person can't, they don't meditate, they don't do yoga, they not flex. It doesn't matter. It's just a different form of spirituality. And they feel a lot better than you feel with your malnourished self. You being malnourished, talking about you don't feel dense. Yeah, you may not be dense and you may not weigh shit, but let me tell you, when you was 33 pounds at 55 years old, it's going to be very hard to get up off the seat. You don't have to be 300 pounds like Boogie 2988. So that's what I'm trying to say. Is that people, look, these people that are malnourished rarely believe that just because they malnourished and they don't eat and they skinny and they can see spirits and they can see auras, you're dying, nigga. You fucking, it's like this, right? It's like, this is a simulation, right? Imagine if you had a VR set on, and the VR set, the battery was about to die, right? So the VR set, the volume is low all of a sudden because the battery ain't high. The light and everything that you're seeing in the VR and virtual reality set, the light and everything went down. So what's gonna happen? You'll be able to hear all the real shit that's around you. That's what it's like. Like, nigga, you ain't spiritually more powerful than LeBron James or somebody like Chris Harrier just because you can see spirits and shit. Nigga, you dying. You know how remember people going to Vision Quest and they wouldn't eat for days and days and days? When your body physically starts to die, you become more spiritually in tune. It's when you become less conscious of the physical body. Like, even when you become tired, less conscious. You start to hear voices from the spirit world. You start to see spirits. You be on the computer, you be tripping, huh? That was a spirit. You get what I'm saying? So that's the whole point, this whole diet thing. Just because you're not eating and you can see spirits and all this and that, can you do 18 push-ups? Not anymore. You're not eating. You skinny as a twig, a lot of y'all vegans. You can't do 10, you can't even do one burpee. If you know what a burpee is. You can't do none of that shit Chris Harrier could do. He doing pull-ups with one hand and all type of shit and fucking one finger balancing a dumbbell, all type of, like, man, come on, bro. You really think just because you can see spirits and you all tripping, you malnourished, you skinny, and you weak. You got a bad physique. Let me explain to you how LeBron James and all them, right? Let me explain to you masculine spirituality compared to feminine. Just because somebody is, because people, this is supposed to be a big power difference, right? No, it ain't. Let me explain to you masculine spirituality. In Bantu and in Germanic tribes, the men would not usually practice magic. That doesn't mean the men was not spiritually strong or did not have practiced spirituality. Their spirituality was more of a warrior-like, meaning it had to do with physique and being big. Feminine, or the witches that were in these Germanic and Bantu tribes, were usually doing magic in these tribes, or with these people around the world, was a thing a female would do. Because when this feminine thing is not about keeping your energy condensed and it make you strong as fuck. What that was about for females, this feminine way to practice spirituality, is releasing spirit energy. It's vibrating to where it's that you can affect the environment. Why? Because they was spell casting. They was witches. So if you're gonna do magic, it's not about you being strong like Goku and being able to chop down a tree with your hand, like the men was able to do and punch trees and all that. It's not about that level of power or spirituality, right? It's not about that type. What it's about is you trying to go bibbity bobbity boo, and you trying to get your spirit energy to go what, 6 meters. LeBron James can't make his spirit energy go 6 meters and telekinesis and all of that. But when you're a witch, that's what you need to do. If you're trying to turn a tree from brown to the color white, which is what they used to do. Feminine and masculine is 2 different things. One is not more powerful, you say, as the other. Just because you meditate and you can release spirit energy so easy and you can affect everything in your environment, that doesn't mean that your spirit is stronger than somebody who can't do that, but has it more condensed to where they're stronger, right? That's why masculine people, like people like LeBron James, obviously more dense, right? Feminine people, people who can do magic, they're less dense. They could probably do things like, I can't even do that shit, but stick your leg behind your head. And flexibility. So we got things like yoga. Yoga is more of a feminine type of thing. It helps energy flow. LeBron James and people like Serena Williams, their energy can't flow as good as somebody who's feminine, who is meditating, and so forth. But if you think diet, right, is going to make your feminine energy stronger, you got it all wrong. All you're trying to do is release energy. And all they trying to do, really? Yeah, so there's different ways to control spirit energy. Like you see in Dragon Ball Z, they can power up their ability. Matter of fact, let me not say the power up ability, right? You got in Dragon Ball Z, you got people like Nappa, people like the Saiyans, who could necessarily power up to that ability, but they were really, really, really strong. That's because their spirit energy was strong, and they had control over it, was a certain amount condensed. Yet they could release their energy in that big wing thing that we see in animes and Yu Yu Hakusho. You're not gonna be strong like an anime character or like Yu Yu Hakusho by you not eating. Last time I checked, Goku be having a damn feast every time that he eat. So if you think that you're more spiritually in tune and more spiritually powerful because you don't eat foods that have nutrition in them, you eat an alkaline diet, which is destroying your own body and making it a host to parasites and all other type of fucked up ass bacteria, and the people that fermenting food, and all you idiots that think you trying to be like God, you brainwashed by Lucifer, because Lucifer fucking hate you because you trying to be like God, just another demonic dumb idiot with a big ego, and you're actually moving further away from being a God than somebody who actually is a God. They say we are gods. No, the fuck you ain't, because you can't jump from the free throw line and fly and soar in the sky like Michael Jordan. You ain't even, you got me speechless. That's what I'm saying. People not taking care of their physical bodies, you will reap what you sow. You will see spirits. But you ain't gonna be more powerful or more spiritual. It's more dead. It's matter over mind. Try this, right? This is something I want you to try, right? And experiment with. I want you to pay attention to your physical body 100%. Eat things nutritious. Take in more calcium. Pay attention to how your bones feel. That will affect your spirit. It's matter over mind. We're crammed in a shell, which is this physical body. This physical body needs to be in 100% mint condition for your spirit to do the best and for you to feel powerful. Not by you being malnourished and fasting and all that dumbass shit. Am I saying fasting is dumb? For most people, yeah. Especially if you're living in Babylon, aka America, or any Western society. My challenge to you is to take in calcium, take in protein, start to exercise. Pay attention to your body all motherfucking day. All day. Anybody tells you, hey, you need to do this, no. I'm tending to my physical body. I want you to feel like a god. I want you to get that physique. I want you to do burpees. I want you to do push-ups, cardio, calisthenics, yoga, tai chi. Do all of it. Put meditating on hold just for now. And you tell me how that changed your life. You tell me how you feel. Because you got these people that's skinny and malnourished, and I'm getting on them, who is vegans, who saying they feel amazing, this and that. Bitch, you high as fuck and you damn near dead. Ask people who actually do fitness how they feel spiritually. Ask them. Because you think it's all physical? You think they spirits, you got weak spirits? You can't have a weak spirit and punch a wall and break it. You can't have a weak spirit and do that big rope flailing thing that they do. And then Russians out there, them Slavic people, when they put the rope over and they be carrying train carts and shit like that, and trucks and cars. Ryu and Street Fighter over here beating up Hondas and E-Honda. You gotta be ridiculous if you really think you got this spirituality shit figured out. You don't. You just in a new matrix designed by Lucifer to catch egotistical, trap-made demons, hybrid-ass motherfuckers just like y'all. And that's all I gotta say for this video. This is the video talking about what actual spirituality is. It's not a diet. It's a way of life. And it got to do with feeling good and tending to yourself. Physically, spiritually, mentally, and all.